guys? Oh my Godzilla back here with a very exciting Godzilla figure review from Bandai, the movie monster series. We have Godzilla Final Wars, the last scene version. This is an absolutely gorgeous figure, as you can probably already tell. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right in.
Oh my god!
Quick peek at the box, just a simple gray box, but it does say Movie Monster Series, Godzilla 2004 Last Scene Version, then we get the 2025 logo down there, and then really just a very basic box. I don't know why they kind of went so minimalist with this, but let's bust it open. Here we go! Okay, so we got it open, taking a peek here. First look at the figure here, guys. It is gorgeous. Let me open up this tape here. Check it out, guys. Final Gochi. Oh my gosh, he is beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. So here he is, and oh my goodness, does this figure look absolutely gorgeous. Guys, check it out. Paint and detail are an A+ right away. I love the gold toe claws and hand claws. Those look positively gorgeous. Really, really love what they did there. Was not expecting that to be so good. And the paint is applied just perfectly. So awesome. Really love the detail moving up the leg. Given awesome, like, Burning Godzilla vibes. Definitely reminds me of a lot of figures we've seen from Bandai in the past. Just kind of the vibes of it, the meltdown-y type vibes. Hand claws look gorgeous. I've never understood this so much about Final Wars Godzilla. It always seems like the tops of his hands really, really lack detail. We said on a lot of figures with Final Wars Goji. Just something interesting to point out. I love the transition from, like, this orange into the red that kind of comes up the tail. It did such a good job on that. The detail, again, looks positively amazing. Really, really like that. Interesting kind of little, I'm not sure if that's like a little factory error or what. There's just kind of a little splotch of red there. So it kind of seems like it doesn't belong. And again, I love kind of going from the dark back into the light as we move up this, kind of up and into the spines as those kind of fan out. Really, really awesome. Chest looks gorgeous. More of that orange and red kind of mixed together. Another look at the hand claws. Insides of the hand claws are not painted, those gold, but that's okay because the outside just looks so freaking good. I love it. The detail is beautiful. The face looks very good. The teeth are painted very well. Again, I feel like we've seen this on a couple of these kind of fun colored figures. They do such a good job on the figure, but then they leave like, something we need more of an attention grabber on the face. At least the teeth are colored here, but I wish the eyes, like, how cool would it be if the eyes also feature this really beautiful gold? I think that would really elevate this figure to another level. But that said, it is still a very, very gorgeous figure. Beautifully done from Bandai. They really knocked this one out of the park in terms of the details. Articulation-wise, this figure is going to be pretty standard with Bandai. The head does articulate, so that's interesting. Sometimes it seems like we haven't been getting that out of Bandai. Arm, yes, but not 360 because it obviously is going to bump right into the body there. Leg, you can get 360, but I don't really want to push it because you're going to have to involve some scraping of the elbow and the arm there. So I don't want to do that just for fear of scratching the paint or anything. The tail is going to be sealed. It's all one piece there. And there is kind of a glue seal, so you could, if you have this figure, you could attempt to break the glue seal if you really care about that tail articulation, but not happening over here, certainly. Here is our new figure up against a couple of other 6-inch Movie Monster Series Final Wars Godzillas, this being the 2005 version, and then this being the 2023 version, that it's actually a copy of the same sculpt. Just wanted to kind of show all three of these versions kind of side by side. Check out the differences. Again, you can see what I'm talking about with the hands of the Final Wars Godzillas, just like never really being detailed that well, which is kind of interesting to note. But differences between these figures, there's kind of a side by side of one of the earlier Final Wars Godzilla figures, and then we take a look comparing this guy to the figure he was molded after, the 2023 version of Final Wars Godzilla. Just wanted to show this figure off next to a couple other figures that kind of reminded me of the same vibes. So kind of over here in the middle, we have this is the Memorial Box 50th Anniversary Godzilla. Very cool. Definitely kind of giving off the same meltdown-y fun energy, so I love that comparison. This is the Toy Dream Project Godzilla, just kind of, cool different color transitions on the figure, definitely kind of just giving off the same vibes. And then the Festival 2021 Meltdown kind of Burning Godzilla, love what they did with this figure, but just kind of also giving off the fun same meltdown-y vibes, so definitely just wanted to show those figures off side by side. And I did feel semi-obligated to show this figure off up against the Movie Monster Series Monster X and Kaiser Ghidorah, who he comes up against in the movie. So, actually not a bad sizing here. That does not bother me too much at all. I don't think while I have a lot of complaints about these two figures, I think they did okay on the sizing. Obviously, they could have been bigger, especially Kaiser Ghidorah, but I'm glad they at least are towering over Godzilla. That is something to commend Bandai for, so well done there, Bandai. The sizing of these figures is not too awful. Obviously, Kaiser Ghidorah could always be bigger, but there you go. There's the final scene, the final battle when Godzilla takes down Kaiser Ghidorah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to check out this figure under the lights, see how the translucent abilities are. That is not bad at all. Love how the light cuts through that figure. Very beautiful, very cool. I love it when Bandai does these figures that are pretty transparent. The face looks awesome in that angle. That's a particularly cool shot. Really, really always enjoy kind of checking out these figures with some light on them. He looks very good. This figure, definitely a winner in the translucent game. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Bandai Movie Monsters series Godzilla Final Wars last seen version. I'm definitely a fan of this figure. I love what they did with it. I'm glad we got it. I'm really enjoying what Bandai's doing with kind of, using old molds and giving us these, not just repainting it and changing it to a slightly different shade of green, but like giving us these really cool, unique scene kind of Godzillas. And I really, my favorite part of this figure is the color I just love how that gold pops off against that orange on the hands and the feet there. That's really, really beautiful. Super glad Bandai did this figure. I love Godzilla Final Wars. I think that's a great suit. Really, really awesome suit for Godzilla. So I will always take more repaints of it, especially one that is this cool. This figure is going to be in contention for one of the best Bandai figures of the year, I think. So stay tuned for the end of the year when I do the tops video, the videos for the best of the year, and see if this figure makes a cameo. I expect he will. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla Final Wars last seen version. Let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.